Hey, yo, it's Cash on the Hood. I'm here with Todd Sayopa and Kelly O. And we've had an excellent first two episodes. We got to give a shout out to Steven Sickles. He's not here.
Yeah.
Right?
I'm keeping it warm for you, Steven. 911, the Compact King, Unified Points champ. Steven's the man.
He is. And just like the man, you want to like, share, subscribe.
Yep.
Like, share, and subscribe, you guys. Come on.
What?
Do it. Do it.
Revved up Garage Cast, right?
That's him.
Yeah.
Yes, he's got it. So we're going neck and neck. First one, 100,000 downloads, has to pay for the Christmas party at the Dante Club.
And the legendary Dante Club of
The
Rankin.
legendary.
Rankin,
Ooh.
PA. Under the bridge in Rankin.
That's
Ooh,
right.
let's do it.
100 yards away from the brand new Pittsburgh Film Studio.
Oh, that's
Wow.
beautiful.
Yeah, it's a really great parking spot to have the entire car club there.
Yes.
I think you'd be great at having your own podcast. Todd and I were talking about it outside.
Yep.
Ooh, I would love to do my own podcast. I have a lot of story. I have a lot of background behind me. And, unfortunately, I've been through a lot of really unfortunate stuff. And with all of that unfortunate, I've turned that around with positive energy, mindset, and the will to survive through bad stuff. Because listen, we all go through bad.
Mhm.
There isn't one of us that doesn't. My story is not worse than someone else's, and I don't want any pity.
Mhm.
I want to be able to prevail through the bad that has came my way or anybody's way, and I always try to help the underdog, somebody that's suffering, somebody that's going through something. And I think it's important that we change our mindset and know that bad things happen to everybody, and when you have the will to survive, you can change that. And believe it or not, you're gifted with something really nice, really good, really positive, and sometimes with hard work and a lot of time, because you have to put time into being successful in anything, and that's relationships or driving a car, anything. You have to, really focus on that.
Hmm. They say that every artist has 100,000 bad drawings in them.
Oh, well,
So
if
you want to hurry up and get them out.
you guys, I have failed a few times.
Well, I mean, and your friend Phil would say you have 100,000 bad chords in you, and you want to hurry up and play them out.
Yes,
Yes, I
yes, you
remember. Yeah.
did.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Well, no, Kel, you shared about when he was in the hospital, and he towards the end there, he said how many days or how many
Phil
he counted the
said,
days.
I have 200 and I have to look, I'm going to have to check it out, but
yeah.
he had 200 and some months of good months and he had one bad month. So, when someone looks at life like that, and I looked at him and I go, well, Phil, consider yourself honored because I've had 200 and some bad and one good month.
Mhm.
If you count it out, but not really. My life is very good and very
Yeah.
blessed, but I've had a lot of
Mhm.
really bad shit just happen out
Yeah.
of nowhere,
Mhm.
and I don't believe it's the men that I picked. My children's father, had bipolar. And back then that was not something that you discussed, that you had an illness, a mental illness. That was something that
Guys aren't
people
supposed
hid.
to talk about that stuff,
Yeah.
Guys are
Well-
supposed to hold that in
Mhm.
and just ride it out, what I mean? So
Right.
it's tough.
Well, the stigma was guys weren't supposed to cry. And the truth of the matter is, then why did God give you eye ducts, the tear ducts, the tear ducts? Why did he do that? If you weren't supposed to cry, you are supposed to cry. You have feelings and you're supposed to validate them.
Mhm.
I cry every time I hear the Star Spangled Banner.
Do you?
I'm sure other people, I'm not alone.
Yeah.
but
It brings tears to my eyes too, because
mean,
we're
there's-
blessed to be in our free country where there's not guns and bombs blowing up unless someone's evil.
right?
Yeah.
But no,
Mhm.
you just let it fly. Like what I think, when we were younger, no crying. But now it's like,
Yeah.
military funerals, I'm crying.
Yeah,
Like,
me
all
too.
the way
As soon as I
down.
hear the bagpipes or those guns go off, I'm
Yeah,
done.
It's over. It's like,
I'm done.
my socks are wet.
Yeah.
I'm just
Yeah.
crying so hard.
Yeah.
Me too. I think that we all have big hearts and souls, but even in marriage, people have read fairy tale stories.
Mhm.
Our lives aren't fairy tales. Our lives aren't books. People sometimes grow apart or they can't get along, it's best to not be with that same
Mhm.
person if you're
Mhm.
not, you're going to argue every day and you're not your happiest. My life is so good that I'm happy. I wake up happy every day. I'm looking forward to, that's not the case for everybody.
No, it isn't. And
Mm-mm.
you're probably in the minority of that effort. You know what I mean?
I mean, I can't say that was forever because through the tragedy, it brought me down. It made
Mhm.
me very, very, very sad. But I've worked on myself. You know, I take time for myself. I make sure I have Kelly time.
I'm enjoying Kelly time.
I
you're
love my time with you.
You are outrageous. All right. When we're hanging out on the street, you are outrageous. You're being very reserved in here, very kind to the listeners. All right.
Well, speaking of outrageous, I do have an outrageous breakfast sandwich.
Yeah.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
What's
on my
it?
menu. It is made on really large Mancini's Italian bread. We grill it. You can pick your cheese and you can pick what meat you want on it. We scrambled the egg. It's an omelet size egg on there, so that's how big it is.
Wow.
It's like 4-5 eggs on your
Mhm.
sandwich. It's huge. It's really good though.
5 egg.
Really good. It's delicious. And
Oh my gosh.
then we have the power play omelet, which
Oh,
has
yeah.
3 meats
Yeah.
and shredded potatoes
yeah.
and cheese and a shit ton of eggs, and it says it right on the menu. We put a lot in there.
It's cool.
Yeah.
I like the orange juice machine. Like Rowdy just loves to watch it.
You
fresh,
guys,
the best. It's the
I've
best.
had that for a lot of years. I would say I started my first orange juice, fresh squeezed orange juice machine back in my diners from 2001 is when I bought it. I think from 2002 or 3, I've had a fresh squeezed orange juice machine. It's a hot commodity. People love to watch it, but when you taste it, it is pure sunshine heaven. I don't even care if it's the cloudiest, coldest day of the year. It
Yeah.
brings life to your soul.
And it's for those people who don't know, it's a machine that sits on the counter and has a basket full of oranges at the top.
Yes.
And so when you first walk into a restaurant, it's orange, bright orange. So you see the color
Yes.
orange, and you're like immediately, okay, breakfast, orange juice, this all makes sense. And it's a nice experience when people go to your restaurant.
Thank you very much. My orange juice machine is one of the things that I love the most because my entire life I couldn't drink orange juice, even if it says fresh. Now, you know, a lot of stores now do sell it squeezed and then they bottle it and put it on the shelf.
No pulp.
Mine has a little pulp.
I don't like pulp, but I like your
But,
orange juice
yeah,
with a
mine
little bit of pulp.
catches it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
mine
good.
catches it.
Good.
But back in the day, I couldn't drink out of that plastic container. It gave me heartburn, and I don't get heartburn.
Mm.
So I didn't drink orange juice my whole life until I bought that machine. And I got to tell you, I was addicted for 1 month. Every day I'd go get a new, and I never get sick. But I will tell you, fresh squeezed orange juice only lasts 2 days in the refrigerator.
Mm.
By day 3, it's sour.
Mm.
It has a sour, it tastes, it's not sweet anymore. It tastes like it's going bad.
Because it's
So-
not pasteurized, right?
Correct. So when you buy it in the store, if it's, you know, in that carton, in that plastic carton, we all know that anything orange cleaner cleans what? Everything. Takes the grease, blah, blah, blah. What is that plastic doing when there's orange juice inside of it?
Mm.
Like
breaking it
it's
down,
breaking
isn't
it
it?
down and it's going right into your body. And that's even hard plastic. Hard plastic breaks down, especially with acidic. Think it's acid. It's acid in its own form. It's a natural form of acid.
I never thought of it
My
like that.
stomach's growling so bad. I'm sure you both can hear it. I'm starving.
We're going to Kelly.
Are we gonna
you know,
go to
you know, you know
Kelly
what's so funny? Because whenever I bring celebrities or derby drivers that come in from out of town and we go to Kelly O's and they order their stuff, and then I always say, give me 2 orders of French toast for the table.
Yeah.
table.
He always
You
does.
know what I mean?
He always
Because
does.
I love the French toast. I mean, that's one of my
Nice.
favorite, like that and your hot roast beef with the mashed potatoes. One of my
To die
favorites,
for the
you know?
the roasted turkey.
Yeah. No.
Like, we do a lot of
no.
homemade stuff. My
Oh,
raisin breads,
and
fresh baked.
Your chicken dumpling soup is off the charts, man. You know? I
Turkey-
got your
turkey
jars.
pot
Remember you made me
pie.
a couple jars a few weeks ago or whatever? I
So-
got your jars to bring back.
It's okay, Todd. I have plenty of
I
jars.
know.
That is something else that I would like to do when I cook. It, if I did have a cooking show, would be this. When I make pots of soup or chili or anything that can be put in, that's anything, chicken, whatever it is, I take it right out of the pot. I put it into sterilized canning jars. I seal them because usually the heat from the jar and the soup itself will seal it, where you don't have to boil it to seal them. And then I've had split pea soup in my refrigerator and chicken and dumplings and a chicken vegetable soup for at least 3 months. And I swear on my life, you guys, it's sealed. I open it. It's just like I just made it. So the canning jar thing with prepared food is huge because like I said, everybody works. Nobody has time you can go home, put it in a pot, heat it up. One of the things that I do have with that chicken vegetable is I'll make a pot pie where I take it out and then I'll thicken it after I get it on the stove and heat it up, throw it in the oven. I have dinner in a half an hour and it tastes like I cooked all day, So I have some great ideas for a lot of people with cooking because it's I marinate in a baggie because easier to flip it and get your meat all marinated. You can set it in the juice. Like, there's a lot of different tricks that I have that I cook really fast. From start to finish, I'm done within 20 minutes.
Sounds like you might want to keep that stove upstairs of the Dante Club. Like, you got this live cook here.
Don't worry about it. So we were in D.C. a couple of weeks ago, and we went to a drag brunch.
Oh my gosh.
At Perry's. It's like world famous.
I heard all about this.
It's been like, it's like the top
Through his
10
wife.
in the country. And I walk in and it's like complete. They had a buffet.
Wait, then I saw Todd
Yeah.
shove some money into some drag
Yeah,
queens.
Yeah. No,
panties.
No. I made it rain. Okay.
He did make it rain.
I made it
she
rain.
was pretty though.
She was absolutely
She's gorgeous.
She was absolutely
stunning.
gorgeous. Yes. And and so and I'm looking, I'm like, boom. And I have a friend, Mary Grace Rago. She's Mara Rago. She's a professional photographer. And Chrissy Costa was one of the comedians, is a good friend. They all live in Rankin, and they want to do one at the Dante Club. I'm going to do one once a month. It's going to be a brunch catered by Kelly O's. Kelly O's going to do the cater. You charge ahead, but you make your money on the alcohol. Let me tell you something. It was sold out. It was packed.
Yes.
Every
drag queen bingo, everything that I've ever been to sold out.
Yes. So we're definitely going to do one a month at the Dante Club. Listen, Rankin, we're going to do a lot of happening stuff.
Oh, I can't wait.
With it. You know what I mean? And then when we got to go back to your the Rage Against the Machine, Jay, remember when we did a prop? So I had a derby car, and we did a video for Prophets of Rage, which is part Public Enemy and part Rage Against the Machine.
Oh wow!
And Jay, and we did at the Birmingham Tavern. We were in a video.
we got chosen to be a part of a video. It's pretty cool.
Yeah.
The song's called "Legalize Me."
Yeah.
So it's a pro marijuana song.
Yeah.
And
well, you guys know me.
Well, the scene was there's two guys at a bar drinking and fighting.
Yeah.
And Todd and I are the cool guys smoking weed or just being around weed.
Yeah.
We had a pound of weed on the bar.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prop weed.
Prop weed.
This was before the pandemic too, right?
Yeah, this is a while ago.
Yeah.
Oh, I have to see this one. I missed that.
Well, it did through whatever channels they ended up having to use something else. But we were a part of the original.
Yeah.
So we painted the car to match that. So we've had a good run with Public Enemy. We're painting the dumpsters and the cars and Chuck D has given Todd some props on Twitter.
Yeah.
That's pretty rad.
And you also, but you know who would be a perfect guest? We were talking about Wiz. Flavor Flav. He comes to Pittsburgh a lot.
Well,
we need to get him in here. That's
That'd be pretty cool.
Flavor Flav loves demolition derbies. His dad used to derby in New York when he was growing
Well,
up
who
as
is
a
that?
kid.
Let me get a hold of his manager.
Flavor Flav is the one with the big clock with Public Enemy. And Chuck,
Oh, yes,
He's the
yes.
hype man.
He's the hype man. Yes, Chuck's the rapper. Yeah. Definitely got to get
Let's
him
get
in.
a hold of his manager.
All right.
You just have to get a hold of their event manager. That's what you have to do.
Yeah. Because you could tie derbies. Like it's art, hustle, derbies. You could tie all three of them in with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So
That'd be pretty rad.
yeah.
Well, yeah, I'm excited to see what kind of guests you can find for us.
Oh, I was just sitting here thinking while you two were talking. I'm like,
But you probably want them for your show.
Well, no, I'll bring you any kind of guest that I can find for your show. I love the Derby gig, or I wouldn't sponsor it. I mean, I do. I've watched Derby since I was a child. And last year at my Rocktoberfest, Todd brought,
Steve's legendary Imperial.
yes.
Yeah.
And I have to tell you,
Yes.
the whole crowd was wanting pictures next to it. And there was the most talk.
Yeah.
So I had Jason Grilly there and I had Kenny Reggett there, who are both my really good friends.
Yep.
One's hockey, one's baseball.
Mm-hmm.
They were my hosts. Todd was one of my hosts.
Yeah. Iron City Promotions, and then
Todd was the biggest hit because of the car.
Yeah. Well, especially when he fired up that motor.
Oh my God, they went crazy.
Yeah.
They went crazy.
Yeah.
They were like, "Oh my God, this
Better
is
than the
so cool."
Womanizer 5000.
Oh, that Womanizer 5. He calls a Womanizer 5,000. I'm not sure what the hell.
What's the number on it? I forget. Something.
Well, if you're up to the big O, for me, probably at least 10,000. Does anybody know what the Womanizer 5,000 is?
Leave it in the comments.
Yeah, you should be a influencer for that product.
I really should be. You're not kidding, because I have sent a few to my friends.
Yeah.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
Yep.
it's kind of
Birthday gifts.
Yeah, I'm sure my wife would love one.
Oh, you're like, well, I'm going to get a hold of them. I'm getting a hold of the Womanizer
listen,
makers.
wait till you meet Nina. Nina?
I have not met her yet.
Yeah.
Just later this morning.
Yep.
When we go to Kelly O's in the strip with my son Rowdy to get some chocolate chip pancakes.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Is that what you get, like the sausage biscuit and gravy?
I get the biscuits and gravy.
Yeah.
That's my all. I like to eat whenever we travel. We eat,
Yes.
so I always order the biscuits and gravy and the nachos, depending on where we're at.
Yeah.
Yeah, my biscuits and gravy. It's very few ingredients. There's 5 ingredients in the gravy, and the main ingredient sausage.
Yeah.
Cream and sausage.
Your sausage patties, you make that, or you?
The hot sausage is
It's
homemade.
so good.
No, we have the old time
And it's got
patty
it's
sausage.
got the
but
perfect kick to it. You know,
It really
hot
does.
sausage,
The
yeah.
hot sausage and the sweet sausage. Sausage. Must need sausage.
No sausage.
It is homemade. We all lost our train of thought on that one. Sausage. So it's homemade. I have been making homemade sausage, hot sausage, and sweet sausage for since I started.
Yeah.
Since I started 22 years ago. But again, the sausage patties and the links that you get are, restaurant bought. We can't do everything because we make so much homemade that we can't do everything. But
Well, I think it's pretty cool what you're doing for the community and helping
thank
out
you.
Todd and his demolition derby. That's very kind of you.
And for you that helps out and paints all over the place. We love that too.
Well, we thank you for being a guest, and for the listeners, this is the third. So people will have waited 9 weeks for this episode.
Oh, 9 weeks. Well, I'll be ready for all those new customers that I have just obtained by being on this podcast.
Yeah.
I'll be looking forward to meeting everybody that comes in from this too.
Well, that'd be great. And I know that you've hooked up our man Brian, our engineer producer.
I did.
Brian, you don't have to wait in line no more, dude. You go
Nope.
beyond the velvet rope now, man.
Brian gets the red carpet.
You get the Jason Momoa entrance.
Oh.
While we have Brian here, Brian, 69 episodes.
269.
How could you forget that number?
Oh my
What the
God.
heck is wrong with you?
I was stuck on
269.
59.
Kelly.
I was so stuck.
Yeah.
Cinema Psychos, that's where he's at.
Yeah.
That's a great podcast. Yeah, where he's gonna have to get you on there, but you don't watch movies, so that's
I don't watch movies, but I know a little bit about everything, so I'll be able to join right in. Don't you worry.
Yeah.
Right? You might want to give her a short movie to watch before you show up, perhaps. Right?
Probably. That's okay. I can do
15-minute
that.
movie.
Yeah.
I can do that.
That'd be really cool.
That
So-
means I have to feed you before I start my podcast. You know what I'm talking about? Okay.
Well, I really appreciate everybody listening and you being on a guest here. We've had a wonderful morning together here at Studio Me in East Liberty. And Todd coming in, filling in for Steven Sickles, taking his job. I love it. I think the competition's
too.
good.
Nah.
Todd
listen.
had great story for this 3 episodes. I know that you were going to leave midway through, but you managed to stick with us all the
Yeah,
way through.
you know, it's. I got 2 of my best friends here,
I
and you
know,
know they
it's
are
been so much fun. Breakfast
the
Club
fade
here.
out music for you should be, you know the con. Nah, nah, nah. Wait till I get my money right. Oh, that should be the fade out music for Kelly O and Sour. You know,
Nice.
so
Oh yeah, let's do it.
Are you gonna? One last question before we fade out. One last question. Are you gonna put some celebrity sandwiches on the menu?
Right now we have a Kutch sandwich because McCutcheon came back and we found out that he loves bacon, egg, and cheese sandwich with
who don't?
I know, but he puts jelly on his, so we did a jalapeno jelly because he's hot.
Oh,
Came in hot. Wasn't that a great
Okay,
idea?
Kutch.
And
That's smart.
Okay,
we
Kutch.
call it the oh my God, they're gonna kill me because
The
I don't
Kutch.
remember. No, it's called, I don't remember what it's called. Oh, the Jelly Rancher.
Nice.
Instead of the Jolly Rancher, we call it the Jelly Rancher.
Made famous by Andrew McCutcheon,
McCutch.
number 22 for the Pittsburgh Pirates.
He lives out my way
Yeah.
on my Warrendale
Yeah, yeah,
diner,
yeah,
so
yeah,
him and his
yeah.
family do eat
Yeah.
in the diner. Yes,
Nice guy.
Yeah, he-
really nice guy.
He donates and helps with
Yeah.
Food Rescue 412.
Oh
Yes.
yeah, he does.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's, so that's something we do and we associate ourselves with.
Yeah.
You know.
Oh, well, you know, I love to help on every level. So if you guys need some assistance on some donations, like,
Well, we do save Christmas every year, so we'll figure out something.
yeah, I want to be involved in that.
The most
sure.
wanted car club saves Christmas every year. They do.
What do you
Yeah.
guys get, presents and stuff?
We get Target gift cards because it's on the bus route here. We try to get gift cards for people in Garfield, Family Dollar, Aldi, things that they can get
That
to.
they
so
can
not
just get to.
Walmart.
Right,
Walmart
correct.
is too far away. So,
I'm not a Walmart shopper, baby.
right. Well, we're trying to get people like it's so amazing because we get gift cards in increments of 10, 20, 50, 100.
Okay,
And-
so great. So listen, so I have 3 brick and mortar that we do thousands of people through. I'll help you. I guarantee you I can bump that up. I bet you I can bump that up real good for you this year.
Well, we do it with the Lemieux Foundation
Mhm.
as well. So we go across the street to the children's home. So when we do the children's home, the children can't meet us, the car club, because of contamination.
Yeah, infection.
So they watch from the windows, and the kids that
Aw.
can, they come down, and we make sure we get gift cards also to restaurants and stuff as well, because parents have to
Yes.
spend, and then they have other siblings who aren't in that condition.
Right.
They'll have to sit in that
Right.
home for weeks, months on end, and like
Mhm,
live these.
mhm.
So it's just nice in the neighborhood that these art cars show up, and then we're able to get some food to the people while they are going through.
We get a
their
lot of
struggle.
people from Children's Hospital, families, or the mom and dad that need to take a break and don't want to stay at the McDonald house or whatever.
You know them by the sticker that they're wearing. It's like a badge here in the city.
It's actually, and you can tell by the somberness. And so we try to enlighten them, but we do in the strip. We get a lot of people from Children's, a lot of people. So
Well-
I'd love to help. I'd be glad to be involved in that.
That sounds wonderful. Well, we are out of time. Thank you, everybody.
Bummer. I want to stay on here forever.
Right. Well, this is a beautiful studio. I think we'll have you back again, and
Oh, yeah.
we'll do it again, and
Thanks,
we'll be even
Jason.
more outrageous.
Oh my God. We'll get wild next time. Jason, thanks for having me on here. Don't
Pleasure.
forget to.
Like, share, and subscribe.
That's it.
That's right. We need you to. We need you to so that we can continue to come down here and have a good time.
Mhm.